Okay, now we can go back to this for real. So you saw how the tracking interface is. I bind a key to sensor with numpad plus. So when I start everything, that program on desktop and then the app on my phone, recording my face, and the first thing I do is I'll look into the center of the monitor, relax my neck, just determine what the center monitor is, and press the plus key, hold still, like that, and then should be all set. The up down I left it default. The roll I turn to half because I really don't need that, really. So I turn, I might need to roll a little bit, I don't know. But I still need it, but I just won't turn off totally. I still have to test. The left right I make it around 1.1. No, yeah, not default. Maybe 2 times as powerful, 2.1. So if I turn left, it's fine because I'm still looking at the left of the monitor. If I turn to the right, it's also good. And for me, it's okay because the 27-inch monitor, so it's natural. Like if I look left anyway, like I'm looking at the left side of the monitor, so it's not like this where and then my eye is like, oh god, no, it's not like that. But it's still not ideal. The best case I think is actually for John. Like he has a 4K TV. His main monitor is actually like a 60-inch 4K TV in front of him on the desk. So on his monitor, when he looks left, he actually needs to turn his head to look up, down, left, right. Like I saw him work in the basement. It was actually, so maybe this is more suitable for him, but for me, it's fine. In the Z, the forward and backward, I think I turned that lower by a little bit. I think the translation I left it alone because I kind of like this. And then the Y, I think I turn it down by a little bit also because if I don't, then my look would go outside of the windshield. When I did this. So what I do is I try to tune it so that I imagine I'm actually in the plane, and during landing, I'd go forward like this, and then I try to do this action so that it feels immersive, so that it feels like I'm actually sitting in the plane, right? So that's what I was going for. So that's perfect. The yaw, I can't make it 1-to-1. If I make it 1-to-1, then I'd only see that column right there, the A-frame. Like, I'm never going to see that. But on the side, for example. So yeah, it's, I'll still fine tune it. I'll go on forums, I'll go on Reddit and see how other people do it. In Flight Simulator 2020, apparently the program that, the app that I got, people already have a shitload of profile for FSX and explain and all that. But since it's too new, I gotta see, what to do in that. So, with that said, let's take off from the Hawaii airport and land using that tracking. It's way better, way easier for me. So even like the parking brake, for example, I just look down and there's the parking brake right there, release, then I see it. And before I use the mouse, I just trust the button because there's no loud click sound for me to know. I could turn that up, but it's get annoying. So let's take off, see what's up. Full power, flaps is 1. So if I want to, I could set up like that and make sure, blah, 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 right on the line. $60, $70, rotate, flaps up, and then I sit back. Every time I fix my camera, it mistaken my finger for my face. Or when I touch the nose, like the nose is the important part. If I do this, see, fuck up. Actually, I want to reset it again. It's looking down too much, I think. Let's do it again. Set it lower screen. There we go. Sea level, let's get to 2000 and turn back and land. I'll try that. Oh! 2%. This is really sensitive, right? The yaw. Like, even by sitting still in my seat, there's a tiny bit of that going on. So I gotta tune that. There's like a dead zone actually. I could set the dead zone to be wider so I get less of this. Let's go 1500. So even, you know, when I instinctively check the OBS on the second monitor, you know, we'll do that. That's kind of annoying, but focusing on the game, it's really good. It's really good for landing. That's what I find. Like the first time I put it in, the landing, like already, it's way better. Like just the aiming of the landing, not the altitude or airspeed control, but just aiming right down the middle. I mean, that's so fun. Just turn back. Full power. Aggressive. So oh geez, now look a little bit there. Oh geez. Shit. Yeah, not in sight. Not lined up. Throttle idle. Pull up. So I need to do flaps. Flaps 1. Aim. Oh, go on the runway on the left. Oh, aim again. Aim for 85 is too much. Idle. So instead of looking like, you know, I actually looked at the right of the compass just then, so I was locking onto the runway, so that really helps. The game default is S. If you hold S, there's something called Smart Cam, and that will let you do the same thing I'm doing right now, the head tracking. Flaps 2. Aim for 75. Airspeed. It's going down, I'm going to turn on the throttle a little bit. 75, 74, turn up the throttle a little bit, little bit, too high, throttle down a little bit, aim lower, full flaps, aim for 70, but you see how like that tiny head movement really helps. Like, 75 too fast, it's fine, I'm aiming low.
500.
Ground effect, ready. 75, perfect. Aim the number. Too sharp. Get center line. Pull up. Glide. Glide, still got room. Hold. 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 Keep holding. 50 is gonna go down. Soft landing is fuck, see? It's so cool. Like right down the middle. It's so easy now. Like before, I need to mess with the mouse and shit, you know? Now I just look out like real world and just that tiny head movement, that tiny shift in perspective, you know, tiny big shit like that. helps me line up the runway, you know, because it's like rangefinder, right? I get two perspective of like seeing the runway from 2 points in space, basically, so I know what's going on. Whereas before I need to move the mouse, like the screen is stuck, right, basically, so you only have one perspective and your mind can't triangulate. That was cool. Faxing was cool, so now, you know, I can do this. I can actually see the line now instead of reading the monitor. You drive it like a car now. Whereas before, you know, you could press spacebar and it would do it, but it's not as fluid. You know, like when you turn, for example, like look. I don't know when you turn up there, but like here, for example, I'm gonna turn left, right? So I'm gonna brake a little bit, it's too fast, right? So if I turn left, like I actually look a little bit to the left, right? Just like driving, like you see that? Like before I could never do this. Like bang on the yellow line like that, I can't. Oh crap. Grass. Okay. Well, see you later, alligator.